What's up, everybody? Jason M. New Revolution down here in the cave for After the Game. That's right, the show where we kind of recap the game that we played on Hey, You Want to Play Some Nintendo? I give my final thoughts on it, and we decide whether or not this is staying in the collection or getting booted from the collection. Now, what do I mean by getting booted? Well, the collection, staying in the collection, has two options. Staying in the collection means it's getting a prominent spot in really prime high market real estate. Okay, the room, you know, to qualify for being a part of the room, you've got to be an item. You've got to be a real item. If you're not top on the priority list of things that must be down here, you're not going to be down here. During the remodel, we saw many things get packed up and put in the crawl space. Ooh, the death cave. Okay, we did see some stuff go back in the sump pump room, which is like purgatory, right? It's kind of the holding area. If you go into the crawl space, it's over. Right? So what we're going to do is, if the game is a keeper, it stays out. It stays on the shelf. It has a spot in the room. And a keeper would indicate that I'm probably going to play it again, as I have done with Ring King. The next level of it's a keeper is if it's a game that, you know, really won't get any money on eBay and it's not worth my time to sell it, you know, for $5, then it stays, but it goes in the sump pump room. It goes into a plastic tub and it goes into the sump pump room. Okay? And if it's just, look, I'm never going to play this game again. I don't understand this game. This is not my style of game. Then it's likely to be sold. Okay, so Ring King was game number 1 that we played in Hey, You Want to Play Some Nintendo? Ring King is staying in the collection on display. Ring King has absolutely made it to the keeper round. Then we played Magic Darts on episode 2 of You Want to Play Some Nintendo. And I didn't like it. I didn't like it for a couple different reasons. It's kind of just you know, so in order to hit the 20, you know, first of all, you got to stop it right in the middle. And then you got to, like, this measuring thing right here, I guess is kind of like the dartboard. You know, do you throw it high? Do you throw it middle? Do you throw it low? So for the 20, you would think that you'd throw it high and then I guess full power, right? Sure, I got a 20. I'll try to move it over a little. We'll go the same height, same power, and I got another 20, right? But everybody else, the computer, when you're playing them, so that's all you got to do. You just have to, like, line it up high, and then let's try to get a bullseye. Oh, that's going to curve. So we'll do it, like, in the middle with, like, middle speed. I don't know. Yeah, and then we got, like, real close to a bullseye. Actually, we got a 25, so we did get the outer ring of a bullseye. Again, middle speed, low. Oh, I nailed another 25. So, you know, it's okay. It's like once you learn where to put stuff, you know, that's going to be too high because I had too much power. Once you learn where to put stuff, it's like, yeah, all right. You know, it's Magic Darts. The final verdict on Magic Darts is it is not a, it certainly does not deserve a prominent spot on the shelf. But I looked up the retail value, according to eBay, of Magic Darts, and it's like a $6 game. Sometimes a $6 game with free shipping, which makes it a like $2.75 sale with eBay fees, like $2 for Magic Darts. And if I sold it for $10 with like $3.50 media mail shipping, it's going to sit on eBay for years. And at the end of the day, I'll get $8 or so for it. So Magic Darts is not going up on eBay at all. But it's not going to live on the shelf. So it's going to go in a tub. It's going to go in a plastic bin, and it's going to find its way back to the crawl space. The idea would be to have the games on display that I will play over and over again. Okay, and the idea would be to really give each game some time to earn a spot on the shelf, and I just don't see Magic Darts doing it. That's the dryer. I just don't see Magic Darts doing it. Like there's really nothing to build up to here, you know? Like you play against the monkeys. I played against monkeys and they beat me. Yeah, there's something floating around the screen. Maybe you're supposed to hit. I'm just going to keep getting 20s here. Well, that'll be off. That was a 40. That was a double 20. But when you're playing against a computer, they just nail like bullseyes and doubles and triples. So I'm just nailing doubles all over the place here. So once you get into the groove of where you're supposed to put it, you just kind of nail it every time. And it's darts. You know, if I'm not drunk in some bar, I don't want to play darts. So I don't even want to play darts then. Let's see if I can close this out. Let's get a 20 and an 8. There's my 20. And probably lower. Oh, yeah, see, that makes no sense to me. It makes no sense. Let's get the 20 again. I just shot it off the board. Brilliant. All right, there's 20. Let's try to get 8. I'm going to go low. And then like middle power. And I'm still at an 11. It doesn't make any sense. Magic Darts is not staying in the collection. Okay, so the next game up, due to a blind draw, was the Magic of Sherazade. Sherazade or something. People have told me that this is a fairly popular game. There's been a little bit of a resurgence of this game on Twitch or something like that. And I can tell you right now, it's a role-playing game. And I am so not a role-playing gamer. I don't play Zelda for NES. I never understood it. I don't know what to do. So we'll play it. I don't see this like getting into my soul and making me want to keep it, but we'll play it. We're gonna play well, because that's what we do on Hey, You Want to Play Some Nintendo. So next up, maybe tonight, definitely tomorrow, the Magic of Sherazade, that is coming up. And want to play some Nintendo, and then again. So now, if I do end up selling a game, and I don't feel bad about it because it's gonna either it's gonna sit in the sump pump room in plastic Sterlite tub infamy forever, and so I don't mind letting it go. But when I do sell it, I'll put it up on my eBay page, and I'll give you guys all, the link or whatever. And then if you would like, I'm already acting like this is probably going to go up. I think this is like a $15 to $20 game. Kind of, sort of, $13.99, $15, $20 on the high end. So obviously I'll want it $30 for it. So if you do, you can get a piece of the cave, right? This can be your way of getting a piece of the cave. If I do list Sherazade on eBay, you could get a piece of my collection. That's right, a piece of my collection. I could even sign the back of the game for you. Now, I haven't figured out how much I would charge for that. It's not going to be cheap, I can tell you that much. But anyway, okay, so when we come back tomorrow, we'll do this. Magic Darts didn't make the cut, but is not being sold. What's to come? Wrestling with the Past is coming. We still have this 1988 Mattel catalog to go through, which just should be tons of fun. One thing I did notice in here that I got very excited about, that I did have a little small collection of, was the Mad Scientist. Oh no. We don't want to rip that, do we? The Mad Scientist. That's good stuff. We'll have to go through that. I'll put that down before I rip any pages out. I did think of a whatever happened to, whatever happened to the simplicity of 80s homes. After watching Rad and Gremlins, I watched Gremlins last night with my 7-year-old while Liam was enjoying the COVID. The simplicity of the 80s home, the basics, the furniture. We've talked about this before. Maybe we can put together a whole episode, but that's all. After the game, Magic Darts, once again, doesn't make the cut, doesn't get sold, but goes and lives in the sump pump room. Thank you all very much. We'll see you next time. Good night now.